Hi, my name's Hayley Quinn and I'm a dating and seduction coach for onlinedating.org. Today what I'm going to be talking to you about is a phenomenon that at least happens an awful lot in London. It's called flaking. For those of you that are uncertain about what that vocabulary means, it basically means when a person cancels on you at the very last moment. Now, I'm going to give you a few reasons why people do this and then how you can recover from the situation. Okay, top 3 reasons why people might flake, they might cancel at the last minute. Firstly, it could be that it's been a period of time in between when you met them and when you're going to try and meet them again, and the interaction has cooled off. You might have met at a bar and gotten really well, but then a week and a half later, your date may not remember how cool you are. They might not even remember what you look like, and so therefore their willingness to go on the second date, will go down. Second point about why people flake or cancel is kind of related to that. The interaction could have lost some momentum. When she committed, or he committed to the date with you, they could have absolutely meant they were going to go. However, as the week wore on, maybe you weren't in very much contact, and then their willingness and their investment to go out with you dropped. Third thing to consider is that people have very, very busy lives, and that when you first meet a person, before you've had all that dating or that time to connect, unfortunately you're entering their life as quite a low priority. You're probably below their friends, their family, their work, their doctor's appointment, their dog. And that's just how things are, and we have to be realistic about that. But the problem is, if you're coming in at this low priority, if something of a higher priority comes up, it's likely that, unless the person has a lot of integrity, that they'll cancel on you. Okay, so now that you know the top 3 reasons why people might cancel or flake, this is what I'm going to tell you about how to deal with that situation. Okay, first of all, it's really important not to react negatively. Reacting negatively will burn the bridge and you'll ruin any chance of anything romantic happening in the future. And you don't want that. Second thing that could happen that's not so good is that you show the other person that you've kind of put them on a pedestal, that they meant more to you than you meant to them, and that puts you in a weak position. So instead of reacting negatively, just send them a brief message saying, hey, no problem, I was tired after work anyway, or hey, no problem, I'm going to head out with a group of friends, and make it very, very off the cuff. You want to seem like you don't care. Then give them a bit of space. Give the other person, what we'd say in the pickup industry, some vacuum. You want to make them feel the loss of your presence and your attention. Then after a few days you can re-engage them. Just send them a friendly message, don't ask for another date, just try and get them to speaking to you again. And once you get that friendly back and forth text conversation, or you're on the phone to each other, then it's going to be much easier to go straight in for another date. Now, what you should do to go for the second date is make sure that when you suggest this again, that it's something that's going to be very easy for them to commit to. Something like a quick coffee on their lunch hour. There's a much higher chance than coming out to that. Once you've decided on that date, a good way of putting it across is to say, hey, you know what, it's been cool chatting to you, we should definitely still get that coffee someday. By saying the phrase someday, it's putting it out there. It's feeling them out without committing to a course of action. Therefore, it allows them to say, hey, yeah, I would love to go, in which case you can set the date up. Or if they don't respond to you saying that you'd really like to go and grab a coffee again someday, you know that it's not going to happen and you won't be able to get them to commit to another date again just yet. But people can end up going several months, in my experience, where they've had this back and forth and the person's cancelled, the person's flaked, and in the end they've still got it together. So the main point is, even if a person cancels on you, which is a really annoying thing to do, if you're interested in them, sometimes it's worth not burning that bridge and keeping the interaction going. Anyway, my name's Hayley Quinn, and this has been a dating and relationships advice video for onlinedating.org.